In the tapestry of modern life, where the threads of daily demands, digital distractions, and societal pressures intertwine, we often find ourselves carrying burdens that do little to enrich our souls or elevate our existence. The art of living well isn't just about adding more to our lives sometimes, it's about knowing what to quietly remove. As we strive for a lighter, more meaningful existence, it becomes essential to peel away the layers of the unnecessary, crafting a life filled with peace and personal growth. Our journey towards simplicity begins with identifying and discarding the extraneous that clouds our clarity and congests our space. This narrative will guide you through 9 pivotal eliminations, each a step towards serenity and self-discovery. These are not just changes but transformations. They are not about loss but about gaining more of what truly matters. We'll explore the wisdom of letting go of unrealized dreams that weigh us down, toxic relationships that stifle our growth, and the incessant quest for external validation that distorts our self-perception. Further, we'll delve into the clutter, both physical and digital, that our environments, the negative self-talk that erodes our confidence, and the procrastination that delays our progress. Additionally, we will examine the importance of reducing our social media consumption, which often leads to comparison and discontent, the need for honesty in how we present ourselves and interact with others, and finally, the futility of worrying over that which we cannot control. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once advised, some things are in our control and others not. By focusing on what we can change, we reclaim our power and poise. Accompanying these insights will be practical advice and simple exercises. These tools are designed not just to be read, but to be lived, integrating Stoic wisdom into your daily practices to foster resilience, positivity, and acceptance of self. By embracing this philosophy, you embark on a transformative path. Each step of letting go not only detures your life but also enriches it, offering a clear vision of who you are and what you truly value. This isn't just about removing what's superfluous, it's about returning to the essence of being. Finding tranquility in simplicity and moving confidently towards a future where you thrive with less. Let's step forward together, shedding the unnecessary and embracing the essential with quiet courage and reflective resolve. Number 1. Unrealistic goals. In our quest for fulfillment and success, it is all too common to set lofty goals that, while ambitious, may not align with our true capacities and personal values. This match can lead not only to frustration but also to the erosion of our sense of self, where we struggle to reach what may essentially be unreachable stars. The importance of reassessing our goals to ensure they truly reflect who we are and what we can realistically achieve is not just practical advice, it's a fundamental step towards living a life that's genuinely satisfying. Take a moment to consider the goals you've set for yourself. Are they really your own? Or are they aspirations imposed by others, be it society, family, or a past version of yourself? The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This wisdom reminds us that true richness comes from pursuing goals that resonate deeply with our core values, rather than chasing after an endless list of desires that may lead us away from genuine contentment. Reflecting on our ambitions involves the courageous questioning of what we want versus what we need, distinguishing between genuine aspirations and those we've been conditioned to pursue. It's about making space for goals that contribute to our well-being and discarding those that detract from it. This process not only lightens our mental load but also sharpens our focus on endeavors that truly matter to us and to the collective good. Here's a simple, practical exercise to start this reassessment. Write down your top 5 goals and ask yourself why each one matters to you. If the reasons are external, like societal approval or superficial success, it'd be time to reconsider their worth. If they connect deeply with your personal values and offer a sense of intrinsic satisfaction, those are the keepers. As we navigate through this process, remember that adjusting our goals isn't about scaling down our dreams or ambitions, rather it's about ensuring our efforts are invested in pursuits that are both personally meaningful and realistically attainable. By aligning our goals with our true selves, we not only set the stage for genuine achievement but also cultivate a life of authenticity and peace, one that's rich with accomplishments that truly reflect who we are. Number 2. Toxic relationships. One of the most profound choices we can make for our emotional and psychological well-being is to step away from toxic relationships, those that consistently drain our energy and diminish our happiness. This decision, while challenging, is crucial for cultivating a healthier, more joyful life. The influence of negative relationships can be subtle yet profoundly debilitating, clouding our days with stress and a pervasive sense of dissatisfaction. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius remarked, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, surrounding ourselves with people who inspire those positive thoughts rather than those who bring negativity into our lives is vital for maintaining our mental health and overall happiness. Distancing oneself from toxic relationships often leads to a significant boost in emotional energy. Without the constant drain of dealing with negativity, you may find yourself with more vitality to invest in activities and relationships that truly bring joy and fulfillment. This can lead to an uplift in mood, a decrease in stress, and an overall higher quality of life. Consider implementing a simple but effective exercise to help manage your relational boundaries. Reflect on your current relationships and note how each one affects your feelings and energy levels. Use a journal to categorize these relationships into those that energize you and those that drain you. For relationships that are more harmful than helpful, plan gradual steps to reduce their impact on your life. Whether it's spending less time with these individuals or addressing the issues directly. By taking proactive steps to minimize the influence of toxic relationships, we not only protect our mental health but also open the door to more nurturing, supportive interactions that can enrich our life. This doesn't mean we'll never encounter difficult relationships, but it does empower us to choose where and how to invest our emotional energy wisely. In doing so, we pave the way for a life filled with healthier connections and a greater sense of inner peace. Number 3. The need for external validation. In our interconnected world, the craving for external validation, be it through social media likes, workplace accolades, or even personal relationships, can become an insidious force, subtly dictating our actions and self-esteem. Yet, the path to true satisfaction and personal fulfillment lies, not in the approval of others, but in cultivating our own sense of worth and achievement. Embracing self-reliance in both emotional and professional realms can liberate us from the chains of external expectations, allowing us to live more authentically. Stoic philosophy, which teaches the value of self-sufficiency, offers profound guidance in this area. Epictetus, a sage of Stoicism, wisely noted, "If you wish to be loved, love." This principle applies not just to relationships with others, but also to our relationship with ourselves. By fostering self-approval and internal validation, we minimize our dependency on outside affirmation, and in doing so, strengthen our inner resilience and contentment. Shifting our focus from external validation to internal satisfaction isn't merely a philosophical exercise. It has practical implications for our daily lives. This shift can reduce anxiety and increase our capacity to make decisions based on what truly aligns with our values and long-term goals, rather than what might garner immediate praise or recognition. To practice this shift, start with a simple exercise. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you did well, which brought you personal joy or pride irrespective of outside praise. This habit helps reinforce the value of self-recognition and gradually diminishes the weight of external validation in your self-assessment. By reducing our need for external approval, we not only gain more control over our relational well-being but also pave the way for a more authentic life. As we grow more confident in our own judgments and less influenced by the opinions of others, our personal and professional lives can flourish based on our true desires and capabilities. Thus we become not only more productive but also fundamentally happier and more at peace with who we are. This journey of self-reliance is not about isolation. Rather, it's about establishing a self-respect that is not contingent on the fluctuating opinions and approval of those around us. Number 4. Clutter and excess. In today's world, where consumer culture constantly urges us to acquire more, the spaces we inhabit, both physical and digital, can easily become cluttered with excess. This surplus not only cramps our living areas but also our mental space, leading to stress and decreased clarity. Embracing minimalism, therefore, isn't just about aesthetic simplicity, it's about creating a sanctuary that promotes psychological peace and clarity. Seneca the Stoic philosopher once remarked, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This insight underscores the freedom found in minimalism. By reducing what we own and what we consume digitally, we can alleviate the burden of excess and focus more fully on what truly enriches our lives. Decluttering becomes not just a cleaning activity, but a liberating process from the non-essential. Minimalism in physical spaces involves evaluating what items we truly need and love, and letting go of the rest. This process reduces the chaos of excess possessions and allows us to cherish and utilize what is truly valuable. Similarly, decluttering our digital lives by organizing our digital files, managing our email subscriptions, and curating our social media feeds can shield us from the constant barrage of digital noise that distracts and detracts from our well-being. To integrate minimalism into your life, begin with a simple exercise. Choose one cluttered area in your phone, be it a desk, a closet, or a digital desktop. Sort through everything in this space, asking yourself whether each item is necessary and brings you joy or value. If not, consider discarding it or donating it. Apply this method periodically to maintain a minimalist, stress-free environment. The benefits of adopting a minimalist approach are profound. By clearing our environments of unnecessary clutter, we not only gain more physical space, but also enhance our mental clarity. This newfound simplicity can help reduce anxiety, improve focus, and elevate our overall quality of life. Embrace minimalism not just as a design principle, but as a pathway to a clearer, more focused existence where every object and every action serves a purpose, enhancing our lives without overwhelming them. Number 5. Negative self-talk. One of the most insidious obstacles in all growth and mental health is the presence of negative self-talk, the harsh inner critic that diminishes our confidence and capabilities. Cultivating a positive mindset and practicing self-compassion are essential to counteract this destructive dialogue, enabling us to move towards a more supportive and nurturing self-narrative. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens. This profound insight highlights the power of our internal dialogue. The way we talk to ourselves can either forge chains that hold us back or wings that help us soar. By shifting from a mindset of self-criticism to one of self-compassion, we change the fundamental dynamics of our inner conversation. A positive mindset begins with acknowledging that negative self-talk is a common human experience, not a unique personal flaw. This realization opens the door to treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a good friend. To start transforming your inner dialogue, engage in a simple yet effective exercise. Whenever you notice a negative thought, pause and ask yourself, "Would I say this to someone I love?" If the answer is no, reformulate the thought into something supportive and encouraging would say to a friend. Implementing this practice consistently can lead to significant changes in how we perceive ourselves and our capabilities. It encourages resilience, enhances problem-solving skills, and fosters a greater sense of peace within. Instead of being our own worst enemy, we become our most supportive ally, which not only improves our mental health but also enhances our interactions and relationships with others. By consciously working to eliminate negative self-talk and cultivate a nurturing internal environment, we empower ourselves to face life's challenges with confidence and grace. This shift is not merely about feeling better in the moment, but about building a foundation of mental resilience that can sustain us through all of life's ups and downs. Remember, the journey to positive self-compassion is a continuous process, one that enriches not just our minds but our entire life. Number 6. The habit of procrastination. Procrastination, often dubbed the thief of time, can significantly hinder our ability to achieve goals and diminish our sense of accomplishment. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away." Recognizing the power of discipline and adopting a proactive lifestyle are key in converting time lost into productivity gained. The journey to overcoming procrastination begins by breaking large tasks into smaller, manageable steps. This method not only makes daunting tasks approachable but also creates frequent moments of achievement that boost motivation. Integrating clear deadlines for each segment further instills a sense of urgency and helps structure time more effectively, reducing the room for delay. Establishing a daily routine can also streamline your productivity. By defining specific times for various activities, you construct a balanced schedule that accommodates both work and leisure, ensuring that every day has a purposeful rhythm. This regularity in your daily life minimizes the chances of falling back into procrastination. Another crucial step is to identify and minimize distractions that lure you away from your tasks. Whether it's social media, unnecessary phone use, or other interruptions, creating an environment that fosters focus is essential. Simple strategies like turning off notifications or using apps to block distracting websites during work hours can significantly increase your concentration and efficiency. To keep your spirits high and maintain momentum, reward yourself for meeting deadlines and completing tasks. This could be something as simple as a short break, a favorite snack, or some leisure time, whatever makes you feel genuinely rewarded. Positive reinforcement not only makes the process more enjoyable but also embeds a habit of pursuing completion. Reflecting on your progress regularly allows you to see the tangible results of your efforts and adjust your strategies as needed. This reflection is not only motivational but also essential for continuous improvement in managing your time and responsibilities. By weaving these practices into the fabric of your daily life, you gradually shift from a pattern of postponement to one of proactive engagement. The goal is to make effective use of your time, aligning your actions closely with your aspirations. As you become more accustomed to these habits, you'll find that taking action becomes inherently more satisfying than putting things off, leading to a more productive and rewarding life. Number 7. Social media overuse. In the digital age, social media platforms have woven themselves into the very fabric of daily life, offering both a window to the world and a mirror reflecting our personal lives. However, excessive use of these platforms can significantly impact mental health and interpersonal relationships, often not for the better. As we navigate the complexities of these digital interactions, finding a balanced approach is crucial. The impact of spending too much time on social media can be profound and varied, affecting everything from individual self-esteem to collective societal norms. Users often experience increased feelings of anxiety, depression, and loneliness, a stark contrast to the connections these platforms purport to provide. This is partly due to the curated nature of social media, where the highlights of others' lives are continuously compared to our own daily realities. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius advised, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This wisdom is particularly relevant today. The contentment we often seek through external validation on social media must instead be cultivated from within. To mitigate the negative effects of social media overuse, it is essential to establish clear boundaries. One practical step is to designate tech-free times, specific periods when you consciously decide to disconnect from digital devices and engage more fully with the physical world around you. Whether it's during meals, just before bed, or the first hour after waking, these moments can greatly alleviate the stress associated with constant connectivity. Another helpful strategy is to actively curate your social media feeds to follow accounts that inspire and uplift you rather than those that fuel comparison and discontent. This elective engagement not only enhances your online experience but also shields you from the potentially damaging effect of negative content. Regular reflection on your social media use can also provide insights into how it affects your mood and relationships. Keeping a simple journal where you note your feelings and the amount of time spent online can offer valuable perspectives that lead to more mindful and intentional use. Embracing these strategies helps restore balance and ensures that social media remains a tool for positive connection, rather than a source of stress. By setting boundaries, curating your input, and reflecting on your habits, you can enjoy the benefits of these platforms without letting them undermine your mental health or social interactions. Number 8. Dishonesty. Honesty, often hailed as the cornerstone of trust and authenticity, plays a crucial role in not only our relationships with others but also in how we relate to ourselves. Embracing honesty can profoundly impact our personal growth and the integrity of our interactions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "If you wish to be a person of integrity, then be honest in your words and actions." His words remind us that true authenticity stems from a sense of honesty. Being truthful with ourselves is the first step in cultivating a life of integrity. This means acknowledging our feelings, desires, and fears without distortion. Self-deception can be a significant barrier to personal development, as it shields us from understanding our true motivations and needs. By facing our realities head-on, we can make decisions that align more closely with our values and move towards a more fulfilled life. In relationships, honesty builds trust, a fundamental element that binds people together and creates a safe space for vulnerability and connection. When we are honest with others, we lay a foundation of trust that encourages openness and mutual respect. This doesn't mean being harsh or overly blunt, but rather communicating our thoughts and feelings respectfully and gaily. To integrate honesty into daily life, start with small manageable practices. For instance, at the end of each day, reflect on instances where you might not have been entirely honest with yourself or others. Consider the motivations behind these moments and think about how you could handle similar situations more transparently in the future. This daily reflection not only promotes self-awareness but also helps reinforce the habit of honesty. Additionally, actively seek feedback from trusted friends or family members about how they perceive your honesty. This external perspective can be invaluable in identifying blind spots in your self-perception and improving how you communicate your truth. Embracing honesty in all aspects of life enhances our interactions and internal peace. By committing to truthful expression and valuing integrity, we foster an environment where authenticity can flourish. This commitment to honesty is not just about avoiding falsehood but about nurturing trust, depth, and authenticity in all relationships and within ourselves. Number 9. Worrying about things you cannot control. One of the most transformative lessons from Stoic philosophy is the principle of focusing on what we can control, while letting go of what we cannot. This approach is not only wise but immensely practical, as it helps reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety in our lives. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "Some things are in our control and others not." Embracing this truth can lead to a more peaceful and productive life. Worrying about things beyond our control is a common human tendency, but it serves little purpose other than to deplete our energy and increase our distress. By distinguishing between what we can change and what we must accept, we can focus our efforts more effectively and find serenity in the face of life's inevitable uncertainties. To start applying this philosophy, begin by identifying the sources of your stress or anxiety. Write them down and categorize each one as either within your control or beyond it. For example, you cannot control the weather, but you can control your preparation for it. This simple exercise helps clarify where you should direct your energy and where it might be wasted on unchangeable circumstances. Another practical step is to practice mindfulness, which encourages living in the present moment and observing our experiences without judgment. Mindfulness can be cultivated through regular meditation, where you focus on your breath and gently guide your mind back when it wanders to worries about the past or future. This practice not only reduces stress but also enhances your ability to concentrate on what is directly within your power to manage. Finally, commit to action where possible. For the aspects of your life you can influence, set small achievable goals. This proactive approach reinforces your sense of agency and reduces feelings of helplessness, which are often at the heart of anxiety. By focusing on what you can control, Practicing mindfulness and taking actionable steps, you can significantly decrease the time spent on fruitless worries and increase your capacity for handling life challenges with grace and efficacy. Remember, while we cannot control every aspect of our lives, we can always control our responses to them, and in that power lies our peace. As we reflect on our journey through the 9 crucial things to remove from our lives, it becomes clear that each element, from unrealistic goals to worrying about things beyond our control, serves as a barrier to our personal freedom and peace. By addressing these obstacles, we open pathways to a life marked with greater serenity, authenticity, and self-improvement. We've explored the importance of letting go of toxic relationships, the burden of procrastination, and the trap of social media overuse on others. Each of these steps is not just about removing a negative influence but about fostering positive growth and embracing the values that truly matter: honesty, mindfulness, and resilience. Now, I invite you to take the first steps towards removing these burdens from your life. Whether it's decluttering your physical and digital spaces, reassessing your goals, or practicing mindfulness to quiet negative self-talk, each action you take is a stride towards a more fulfilling existence. Remember that the journey of self-improvement is ongoing and requires commitment and courage. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is achieved not through the acquisition of things but through the ability to let go of what does not truly serve us." Embrace this journey of liberation, and allow yourself to experience the profound peace and personal growth that comes from making these changes. As you move forward, consider each small step as part of the grander evolution towards the person you aspire to be. This process of shedding unnecessary burdens is not just about bettering your own life but also about setting the foundation shapes a more focused mind and a truly liberated spirit. Let's embrace this path with open hearts and minds and step into a future where our true potential can flourish without restraint.